Here we go. Actually, I'm live right now, so you know, okay? Did you hear me?
Yeah. I was trying to be discreet.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to let you know. One purchase and why? Is that you watching,
I'm not
Susan?
watching anything right now.
That's fine. Don't join the feed. Now I got two people. Oh, Rob Dinger.
Yeah,
What's up,
he wants
Rob?
pizza now.
I'm gonna do a box unopening here. Got a package. I'm gonna open. It's a good thing because not everything has to be negative on the internet. See, I try to break the norm, people. I got one important person. Yeah, I do. The sloppy pizza king himself, and it's the grocery man himself as well, Peter Zapardo. Yeah, I want to open up this box here, and you know, it's a good thing though. We're going to be doing. I'm just spreading the word. I'm spreading the gospel of Pedro. I'm letting everybody know what the fork is up. You know, something I'm going to have to really look into is looking out a better network, YouTube. It doesn't seem like YouTube really offers people to network on here. I'm sure, Susan, you agree with me.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I got like this package that came in, and here's my soup knife.
Mm.
Long story on that one. Y'all staying warm. Yeah, it's a little bit cold and rainy right now, but the rain has stopped actually. Yeah, I cannot stand the cold. Dinger and Zapardo are talking damn like grocery deals. Because you got one restaurateur and one grocery dealer. Oh, maybe you guys can, normally I don't condone business dealings on my thing, but you guys can go at it. It's, you guys can do grocery games in here. I don't care. The restaurant games. It's fine by me. Susan, you better hold your ear because I'm getting ready to bring a fight bell out.
Okay.
My dog's gonna jump out of his skin. Fight, 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 fight! Ba-doom!
That lazy fuck didn't even twitch.
I know, that dog's become a piece of shit. So, yeah. Well, looks like they packaged it pretty good. Yes, I will recycle this. Number one, bubble wrap's expensive. Number two, there's no good reason why you wouldn't reuse it. Unless you're just a straight wasteful person. I reuse bubble wrap all day long. Like, why wouldn't I use that on a ball card or something, or for stuffing? Pete the environmentalist, right? Hey, I'm all about reusing things. I mean, why be wasteful? I mean, I don't have to hug a fucking tree to get the idea that, for number one, I'm saving money. Every time I save money like that, cha-ching, keeps me in business a little bit longer. They had some pretty good insurance on this stuff here. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure what's coming out of this box is Showcase 22 and Detective 359, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. It could be a bunch of snakes jumping out at me. You never know. You never know. You know something I want to teach you kids? Okay, I see people, I'm only doing this as a demonstration. I'll see people all the time cutting toward themselves. November golf. Cancel that out, okay? All right, little knife safety here. Keep it pointed away from you. Cut away from yourself. If you're cutting something, you keep your knuckles down. If you happen to hold it here, you keep the knuckles down, do it, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's people will. Well, I had a guy working for me years ago, back when I was like an eBay power seller. No, I don't do eBay no more. Okay, fuck eBay. I kept telling this guy, he was packing for me, please quit cutting towards the box cutter. He was a zip, and he was holding his hands like this and be zip. Sure enough, man, I'm in the next room and I hear him going, "Oh God!" Boom! Cut himself through here, almost severed the nerve. I still, Susan, I pointed out to you, I did not show you where the blood stains were on the carpet in the front room at the other house. She's falling fucking asleep.
No, not. I'm trying to figure out how to respond to you.
How you? No, you're half asleep over there. Susan's a lightweight, guys. Don't worry about it. It's okay though. Do me a favor, guys. Hit a thumbs up for me on here. If you don't mind, give me a little thumbs up. Oh, I agree. No, this guy was an idiot. I fired him. Oh, I fired him. He even begged me to, keep him around. I said, I'm not doing that. I said, you're a liability. I said, I don't need somebody around that's, a threat to themselves and others. I'm like, I said, I told you 1,000 times not to. I'm not going to say the guy's name because it's a small world out here, and God knows, man. Especially because I have a lot of Virginia people on here. But man, that dude, he was a hard worker. He was just stupid. I mean, but he knew how to pack. He was he was good at packing. He was fast. Unfortunately, he couldn't understand the concept of not cutting toward yourself. So never cut toward yourself. I ain't gonna say names, but I had a funny incident. I was at a comic book store here in Virginia, and I was watching the store owner cutting. I ain't gonna say his name, and he was zip, 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 but he was cutting toward himself, and I'm like, ah, because my mom and my elders really broke it off me. If we were mishandling any kind of edged piece, scissors, knives, whatever it might be, utensils, could be a fork, we were punished. But I called him out on the shop, and he just gave me this look of like, I can't believe you just did this. I'm like, dude, you're cutting towards yourself. Quit cutting towards yourself. So yeah, he was, man. He was like, boom, zip. And I was like, whoa. No. I mean, Sid's not a real dealer. Sid, you talking about this amateur named Sid Barros from Roanoke. Sid Barros did like sheet metal work or something. That guy, and Sid Barros, I don't know, Dinger, what's Sid owe you? Like, Sid owe you like fucking like 10 grand right now or something? Good God. Oh, you put him in top loaders. Nice. That guy's a clown. He was another one that did live auctions back when he started doing the live auctions when it was not as overpopulated with amateurs. But he was an amateur himself, this dude from Roanoke. And I called him out on my beautiful. I called Sid out on my YouTube live auction for doing you and Rowan wrong. Even issued him a challenge, open challenge to fight me. Hey, that still stands too. He could come spar me any day of the week. I promise you, it will not end good. That'll end with him getting mopped up on the floor and me running a clinic and a beatdown. But yeah, but he ripped off a lot of people. Nowhere to the he ripped off. He didn't nowhere to the tune of dollars that Zach Russell and the jellyfish from Black Flag did, but definitely did some people wrong. Oh, that guy, he's probably still around. I'm sure some of you guys buy from him. I'm sure some of you guys probably worship him and shit. Who knows? You're probably thinking, oh, I want to keep on financing him. I've never seen a group of the comic book community is some of the most. Don't these look beautiful together here? The comic book community, you guys are some of the most gullible people I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's just so crazy. Guys, these books look really sexual right here. That is looking. That is looking vicious, delicious, and all too nutritious. Showcase 22. I mean, how can you not like that scoop of greatness? I mean, in Detective 359, come on, first Batgirl, the checkered top from 66 to she got the headlights coming out with the bat signal there and her little yellow go-go's and sleek black outfit. Yeah, she's bangerific with that purple background and yellow lettering and checkerboard. Pretty damn kinky. You did dodge a bullet. I mean, come on. I mean, you freaking yeah, you dodged a bullet, bro. I mean, you freaking I mean, a lot of people got ripped off by him. Who's to say you would have bought one of the big books from him? He kept reselling. I warned a lot of people about Zach. I did. I warned a lot of people about him and said, told them, said, you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. That'd be mighty nice of you here. But yeah. Thank you. Bruce Beavers is another one that ripped off a lot of people. Dude from Kentucky, and Dinger knows about him. I know he ripped off people for well over six figures. And one really, I ain't gonna say his name, but one really stupid fucking Canadian that this guy, Tim, you got to hear this is funny. So this guy, Bruce Beavers, conned this Canadian into sending him something like, it was something like $15,000 worth of slab books. And this dude from Kentucky, Bruce Beavers, it sounded just like Gomer Pyle. Hey, sure did. Golly J. Andy Griffith. I mean, he sounded real Gomer Pyle. But that's how he got people. And yeah, Tony, you're saying him, the Canadian dude, sent him like 15 grand worth of comics. And the dude, this Bruce Beavers guy, talked him into sending the books. In exchange, Bruce mailed him 2 checks. Yeah, you heard it right. Ding. Mailed him 2 checks. Okay. It's one thing, maybe if you guys know each other and you're around here, we can go to each other's front door and go, hey, like if I did that to Tim could come to my front door and go, hey, Pete, that money you owe me, those checks, But no, this guy, Canada, and God, that had to be expensive shipping all this GD graded books from the Canada to the U.S. And he must have smuggled them in or something because that's expensive. And sure enough, man, dude, this guy's a stupid kind of fucking Canadian. He fucking sent 15,000 worth of graded books, all slabs. I believe all CGC slabs. And there's 2 checks that Beavers sent him. Both of them bounced. But Beavers was a one-up on him. Because it was international, they couldn't do a fucking thing to Beavers. Not one thing. That guy, Tony, had bought in Beavers auction some stuff and was able to do some chargebacks on that. But as far as the books that he sent him, totally no more. I was a loss. I just be careful who you deal with. I actually did background on Bruce, and I told people about Bruce. I said, dude, guys, this guy's got a fucking rip sheet from here to Haiti. I was like, you need to fucking, you need to stay clear of him. People wouldn't listen, man. They thought it was just me being mean Pete, and all this shit. I'm like, guys, I'm telling you the truth. Look, I might ring fight bells, ring a ding ding, right? I mean, I might be bang bang bang. I might cuss you the fuck out, right? And 3 different languages from here to China. But I treat my customers good. If you buy this book from me, you're gonna get exactly what you pay for and then some. I take care of people. I mean, seriously, someone could go tell me to fuck off, but if they treat me right and they give me good, deals and grade accurately, I could give a fuck less if they like me or not, or if they cuss and do all this other stuff, or rip up their own books. If I rip up my own Hulk 181, which I've done, that's my business. I'm not hurting nobody. If I go buy a brand new Lamborghini and set it on fire outside, I will answer to the fire department, the police, because that's arson, whether it's mine or not. But I'm saying it's my prerogative. If I want to take it to the scrapyard and have some bitch crushed, it's my money. But I've never. That's why I've been around so long. 7 years now that I've been around, and one of my earliest is Dinger. 7 years. Yeah, he did get slimy, and that's why he's not here no more. Things come around to people. He was abusing his base, Kevin. I don't give a shit if he hears this. He can come see me. Fucking Kevin was abusing his base, and shame on him for that. I mean, and he wasn't. It's one thing I cuss or whatever, blah blah blah. Every once in a while, you see me drinking a Perrier or maybe a coffee, and I keep them way over here. But you're not seeing me on here getting, there was one show, you guys probably know about it, where I ripped up the FF number 6 and 9 or whatever. But that was the same night I sold a Fantastic Four number 1. There was one show that I got lit, and it wasn't on purpose. It was that I was not used to drinking that kind of wine. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I remember you did online auctions, and you did really well. You got to go back to it. It's a lot of work, say that. But I will actually open these books and take a look at these. We'll get you like my shirt there with the UFO, the alien, and Bigfoot. I think they're all interrelated. I think that's why you don't find Bigfoot bones, because Bigfoot's one of them. I think he's extraterrestrial. I know, right? It does look like me and Jake. It could be Jake and I there. This is a showstopper. And I tell people that top loaders are the best investments to, you got great books. One first thing you will notice here is I'm going to take this tape off. Okay? This tape should not be anywhere around this book when you're taking it out the bag. Oh, yeah, no, it is clean. That's why I got it. This came to me via the Amazing Spider-Man #1 trade, cash and trade deal. And I got more books coming. I've got a Walking Dead #1 CGC 9.2 double cover coming tomorrow. I've got a Fantastic Four number 48, 49, and 50. I have a Silver Surfer #1 mid-grade. I have about I think it's like a 6.5 or a 7.0 Prince No More Submariner #1. It's a clean copy here. Oh, by the way, guys, this is the debut. It's the $1 million debut of my new camera. You guys noticed the other camera was cloudy. I listened to the masses. Carmen Infantino cover here. I listened to the masses and decided to invest and get a new camera. Thank you. Yeah, that's real damn clean. This book you rarely find above a 4. Of course, this is much higher than a 4. Colors really, really, really pop. Headlights. God, the picture quality on this camera. How about that? And this is a good preview video for those who are wanting to buy these books. Oh yeah, thank you. No, that's it was high on the priority list. It's one of the first things I did. I just kept getting people going, hey, your camera's blurry, and I'm like, ah, damn it. Everybody said it, and there were people I liked that said it. They meant well, but I snapped at you. I apologize, but it's sort of like if you got a brake light out and you haven't had a chance to replace it, and everybody and their grandmother and baby Jesus are going, hey buddy, your brake light's out or headlights out. You're going to want to punch them after a while for fucking keep telling you that. Or have you ever broken your finger or your arm, or you have a cast on your foot or a brace, and you cannot escape it? Doesn't matter where you go. You could be at a service station. The damn attendant would be like wanting to tell you, hey, you've got a cast on your arm. I'm like, well, goddamn, you are a genius. Hey guys, look at that. She clean. I mean, as right now, I think this is a nice 6.5 copy the way I'm looking at it. But they'll be like, because I've been a professional athlete. I competed for over a decade in professional fighting. Did college wrestling, did jujitsu. We're in the same boat. It's somewhere like that. I'm thinking that it's because of the gloss, the good, nice gloss. That's why I'm putting it at 6.5. It's no real. I mean, it would not grade no less than a 6. With the press, I believe this could be a 6.5 easily. Maybe. I don't think it's a 7, but you never know. I've seen crazier shit happen. Yeah, absolutely. Notice that I keep the backboard under it. Now I know you more experienced guys like Tim and Dinger and Zapardo. I know you guys, understand, about keeping things even. I always keep a backboard under the book because if you don't, it starts flip flopping. So I do that to keep it sturdy because the more you have it uneven, the more wear goes in those staples. But seems to be problem free. Sugar free, fat free, gluten free, alcohol free, but it sure the fuck ain't free. Let me see something here. Don't know what that was, but it's nothing here I see. I do sound like Martha Stewart tonight. Thank you. Appreciate that, Legion. But I was talking to a guy, Jonathan Royster, and longtime friend from Facebook Live Comic Auctions, customer friend, Ohio guy. I'm sure Dinger's run into him. You Ohio people know each other. Buona Beast. But I was talking to him years ago, and there were some losers that were had over the years that talked shit about me on the internet, and they So I got him the porn stars taken off quick.
Hmm.
Yeah, this book looks nice. Just a clean overall book. I'm confident saying it's 6.5. You know, very of a good candidate for pressing, cleaning. Right. Oh, absolutely, I do. I measure myself by the haters. You kidding me? Look, people fucking hate my guts. There's no doubt about it. I believe there's people who beat off to my videos who hated me. Okay. Um, you know, I don't really care for Eminem, but you know what? He's got a lot of haters, right? He's on the front cover of Amazing Spider-Man. That's all I got to say. Don't like the guy, but he's on the front cover of Amazing Spider-Man, and we're not. You know. Beautiful book. So no apologies on this one. Just a clean, sugar-free, fat-free, gluten-free, alcohol-free, but she should have fuck ain't free. Detective Comics 359. Nice gloss of those tits. Yeah, I know that Eminem book. Susan and I were laughing hysterically at that last night, weren't we, Susan?
Oh god, that was funny. How do you like Daredevil creeping from the tree?
Yeah, if you look in that book, they're doing that book with Eminem as a takeoff on the Treasury book where it's Superman versus Muhammad Ali. They're doing that. Notice I didn't put the tape back on here on the back. I'm gonna take this because see, during my show, I'm gonna have to I'm tucking it in the back here. During my show, I gotta take this back out. So there's no sense in having tape there. Plus, it's going down into this nice top loader here. That is sexy. Somebody will own that. So I'm going through a lot of changes right now, business-wise. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing that they've dude, it's a gimmick. But they're doing an Eminem book very much the same way they did Muhammad Ali versus Superman in 1977. And so that's what they're doing. Because the Eminem is Superman, excuse me, the Eminem Spider-Man, they're kind of faced off, kind of like Muhammad Ali and Superman are in that thing. You know, they're on a stage, kind of like Spider-Man and Eminem are there. And then it's a bunch of famous people or superheroes and famous people in the crowd. You can see them. Am I right, Susan?
Yeah.
And you'll see up in the tree way over here is Daredevil, like creepy. He looks creepy as shit. Yeah, but a lot of those books came in banged up, is what I was hearing earlier today. Well, Thursday. Now it's Friday. And this is the next gem that comes from me. Is Showcase 22. Feel honored to hold this book again. I've in my lifetime, I've sold more copies of Amazing Spider-Man 1 than I have Showcase 22. Oh, it is a grail. There were less copies printed of this than Showcase 4. Fact. This book is not a joke. This is one of the best investments I believe in comics is right here. I gotta get my magnifier out and maybe put on my glasses. That looks like number 2 pencil. On here, but we'll get a closer look at it. Hey, Susan.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you're not, at your most delicious right now, but I want you to come over. You ain't got to get on the camera. I want you to take this and hold my magnifying glass to it. Like I said, you ain't got to be inside. I know you're not all dressed. She's not dressed for video. Me, no one gives a fuck what I look like. Okay, hold on there, Sacagawea. Now look. Look at where it says Green Lantern, and tell me if that pencil tracing around Green Lantern, does that look like number 2 pencil, or does it look like marker? I thought it was number 2 pencil.
Looks like pencil.
Where?
It looks kind of like pencil.
At least 2,500 value on this, I'd say. At least 2,500. It's a nice copy. I do see, okay, they did use marker to trace around his feet and stuff and hands. Damn shame. Yeah, you too. I'm gonna take it out. We're gonna look at this. So, because I value something at such a price doesn't mean that I started at that price. You guys know me better than that. I mean, I'll give you and everybody else a good chance of fucking me over, okay? I mean, Dinger's done it to me many times, and he didn't even care if my daughter went without shoes or if Susan was going to have to, sell her dress or whatever, or if I was going to have to become a male prostitute. He didn't care. He just kept on slinging pizzas,
Nope.
This has got one of these clear backboards. It's an acetate backboard.
I never thought we'd have to live on Pete prostitute money.
Pete prostitute money's pretty rough. You're hoping for me to become a male prostitute?
He'd hire you.
He probably would. Dinger's sexually attracted to me. There's no doubt about it.
He'd be like, "This is my plan all along, to get you alone here in the living room with me."
Yeah, well, probably so. Probably so. I did get this cool book. I did get a couple cool books. Got the first Silver Age of 1964. It's volume 2, number 1. First Silver Age. It's issue number 1. Blue Beetle, Charlton, 1964. First Silver Age origin of the Blue Beetle, and this is a really tough one. 1950. This is issue number 1. Rudolph. It's DC. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's a tough one. On the treadmill, making red paint. But yeah, I got some, and this one's a tough one. Action Comics number 254. That is the first adult Bizarro, because the Bizarro that appeared in Adventure Comics with Superboy earlier was a boy Bizarro. He wasn't the male Bizarro that was the mainstream character. So this is the first appearance of adult Bizarro. Now this is the one, in my opinion, that really counts. Not a cheap book either. It's a beauty. That's going to be going up for sale in my auction. That's a pretty copy. You'll give me a mustache ride and send me some groceries. You guys are dirty. You guys really are. Here's your Australian Superman book. That's pretty wild. 6 pence. And this was a neat Avengers. You got you know, like the Audi, like the car. Audi magazine, right? This Audi magazine came with a custom Avengers #1 comic. You can only get it with that magazine. Yeah, it's just that's one of many different books and stuff that's going to be in my show. I'm getting ready to show off that Showcase 22. Got this Unknown Worlds. This is kind of a cool one. It's an Unknown Worlds, 10-cent Unknown Worlds Civil War cover where it's got a Confederate dude just getting ready to jab this Union guy with a bayonet, but the ghost is stopping him. Came out in 1961, which would have been the 100th anniversary of the Civil War. So I'm pretty sure that's, you know, this and some other ones like an Archie cover has got a Confederate rebel cover. Same thing with that one. So a lot of good stuff is going to be going up. So I'm excited. I got a Silver Surfer 1, a really high grade, like, I don't know, it's like a 7.0 Princeton Moore Submariner, a double cover Walking Dead #1 9.2, FF number 48, 49, and 50. Up there, I've got a couple of really early X-Men coming, and so forth. Yeah, he's right. He got me busted. It was Playgirl magazines, you know. You know, what did I collect? Odd. I mean, I started in this business. I started in the auction business at a young age. Like my grandmother, my mother had me at auctions, like with the auctioneer calling the auction. I was hearing auctioneer cadences and people getting into bidding wars inside my mother's womb at auctions. So I've been around the auction business a long time. I started working in antique stores literally by the time I was 7, 8, 9 years old. And by the time I was in 5th grade, I ran 2 different booths at 2 different antique malls, and I ran that operation all the way through my sophomore year in college. And I led as like a 5th and 6th grader, I was leading the antique mall in sales. I was doing sports cards, coins, rare stamps. I come from that one too. Philatelic, which is stamp collecting and numismatic coins. A lot of sports cards, comics, and then that was one booth I had. Then I had a booth that was like antiques, like furniture, different things like that. You know, Civil War relics. I sold that. I started metal detecting when I was like 7, 8 years old, and I got obsessed with it. And I would figure out, I would find out from the local museums and from the city, you know, where battles were, because I live in Virginia, where the group of Virginia, where there was Civil War battles everywhere. I figured it out, and I figured out that anywhere there was creeks and rivers, streams, if there was water, these troops camped around there. And looking for Native American artifacts was the same thing. And I took my passion all the way to college, you know, earned a degree in history museum studies. And you wouldn't think I'm rough and tumble, but I'm college educated. I can appraise fine art, the whole 9 yards. You know, I've got some original Salvador Dali piece, some Soli stuff over here, you know, so I'm not just a, you know, comics guy or whatever. If you can see in my background, I deal in a little bit of everything, you know. I got coins sitting around me, you name it, old knives, swords. I'm supposed to be getting some real samurai swords. Like I'm probably going to be getting about 5 or 6 really high caliber Like I'm talking, some of these are like 400, 500-year-old samurai swords, like beauties. And some of them were the modified World War II ones, where you know, the Japanese soldier carried his family sword with him to the military, and then they modified it for him. So a few of those too. So I deal in everything you think of, jewelry, you name it. UFO fascination. I collect anything with a UFO in the cover. It got me. I found me a new UFO cover the other day. It was a Twilight Zone cover with UFO ones, like number 18 Twilight Zone Gold Key. That book's really tough to find, and the only time you could find it is I saw on eBay. But everybody knows that it gets on there. Well, it looks like I'm only one of 2 or 3 people who have it on here, and they jacked the price up. So I ended up, local LCS came through. Always support your local LCSs, and he hooked me up, and I got that book. They were like, I think I got a UFO book. I'm like, I only have like, I don't know, 5,000 different covers of comics and pulps and everything of UFO. So I was like, okay, boom. I was like, whoa. And that was over at Bender's. If Tim's still on here, it was at Bender's. Dave Weaver, that guy's like a Pandora's box of comics. He's done in Hampton. And by the way, Tim Hogan's, check out Tim Hogan. Him and his father have Trilogy Comics over in Hampton, and over in Newport News and Chesapeake. Newport News and Chesapeake, Virginia. But yeah, anyways, yeah, but he had, Brother David Benders helped me buy a UFO comic I did not have. So I've got grappling hooks going back to the 1600s. I'm picking up a neon sign. I've got a vintage neon sign that I'm picking up somewhere trying now between now and Christmas. It's a big ass neon, like a red neon sign, honking one. So I do everything. I just sold a cool cigarette clock the other day. So here we are. Of course, this trumps this one in comparison. It does. I don't care anybody says. This is the one of the Holy Grail. So someone traced around him. Not sure how much restoration will help. That somebody thought that they were so great at tracing around stuff. So that happens. Don't lose sight that this is Showcase 22. It's a complete copy. The only problem with this book is where somebody decided to trace around Hal Jordan. That is the first Silver Age Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. I love these acetate backboards because so long, I mean, people, I'm going to buy me some of these. I don't know how much they cost, but have you and your father gotten any of these in your shop there, Tim Hogan, over at Trilogy? Like I said, check out Trilogy down in Newport News and Chesapeake, Virginia. Great guy. Great guys there. And if you're in Virginia Beach, check out Joey Boyack at Comic Kings, another good guy there. I gotta talk about shopping my local LCS. It's like then you got my man Rick over at Tom Capsule in Hopewell, Virginia. These are local dealers you hear me talk about in Virginia. So showing you on here, I'm holding it upside down to show you a little bit better. Someone that looks like number 2 pencil, Green Lantern, looks like it's traced at number 2 pencil. That's what it looks like to me. No, it's a goddamn shame. Okay, what are we going to do about it? It's not a 9.8. Okay, well, fuck a 9.8. You know what I hate? I hate fucking 9.8 books. You know why? Because if this was a 9.8, I'd have a hard time selling the motherfucker. I really would. Most people cannot afford a fucking... Hell, they can't. Most people can't afford a half point of this book. But a 9.8... That's probably $1 million book, a 9.8 of this, if it exists. Right. Only problem is I don't own it. I mean, yeah, I'd love to have a 9.8 of it. Yeah, the only problem is, that they don't own the motherfucker. I want to own that little fucking cardboard cabin they sold in there back in the day for $1. So it's a complete, fully intact book. Now, I don't suggest you read the goddamn book. Go read a fucking reprint of it. Go read a digital copy of the motherfucker, okay? If you're stupid enough to fucking take this book that's fragile and start handling it and reading the motherfucker and then go, hey, a staple came loose, that's your fault. Okay? That's just plain stupid. Buy a reprint and read the reprint. They make facsimiles a lot of this shit, and they have digital copies. Don't take these originals and beat the fuck out of them like that. I do believe this one, a clean and press, would do miracles on this. You know, I'll probably, if I was to get this clean and press, say I don't sell it immediately, I'll probably have D'Angelo Long clean and press this one. He's the best cleaner and presser in our area, in the Mid-Atlantic region, in my opinion. The guy's amazing. And books like this should be behind slabs. Because of the fact that notice I've got it under the acetate backboard. And that's to keep it from flip-flopping around. I'm gonna get some bunch of these acetate backboards. Love them. I love this new camera I got. It's doing an amazing job. Boy, guys, I'll tell you what. I have a work set out for me. I have to bag and board 2,000 new books I picked up. 2,000 of them. But got to do that tonight before sunrise. Got great gloss. Like I said, the green lantern is traced, looks like a number 2 pencil, and somebody traced Hal Jordan. It looks to be in some sort of blue marker or something. And they traced this little yellow jet. I still think this is a good candidate to be cleaned and pressed. If you're going to send it in, you better clean and press it. Like things like that right there. I'd press that, have that pressed. You know. And I'm doing this, you know. These are 2 of my bigger raw books that I'm putting up. And I was going to ask you guys, and I appreciate Dinger weighing in on it earlier, and Zapardo as well. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel more at home here on YouTube. And I thought about going live on Facebook. I'm probably going to do some live promotional videos on Facebook. I miss the old Facebook Live days, man. Back in the heyday when it was only me and about a half dozen people in the entire world that were doing live comic video auctions. It was just about a half a dozen of us. And I wasn't the first, but I was one of the, probably about the first half dozen or so people who were running live video auctions. And I miss those days because, oh God, it was nothing to have a couple hundred people on your video. Easily. 100 was like, that was day one shit. Dinger would tell you that. It was day one shit. I mean, we fucking had a blast. I mean, I had one night close, I think, around 400 people. It was remember the Amazing Spider-Man 797 hysteria with the first Red Hobgoblin. It was 797, wasn't it? It was the Mayhew Virgin cover, which there was no trade dress for it, but it was just they said there was only 500 of them made. And I ended up through working people, I ended up with 4 copies. And I was the first person on Facebook Live to make that book available for sale on live video. What I did was I had a high quality print made of the book, the Mayhew variant, and I put it in a bag and board and stuck it in the top loader. And I told everybody, this is just a print. I have, multiple copies on the way. And I did one of the 797s as a buy it now, and I did one as an auction. And once the books came to me, the person who won my auction would get their 797, and whoever won the final drawing got that 797. Howie Albert won. No, he wasn't. No, Howie got beat out by one of my earlier customers. We called him the mailman. His name was Chris Hall, and he was my mail carrier. He was my mailman. There's a picture of Jake and him greeting each other, and he's greeting Jake at the mail truck. He used to give Jake a ride around the block in the mail truck. Jake would ride around the block and deliver mail around the neighborhood in the mail truck with him. But he won that 797 in the auction. People fucking went nuts because I was the first one to offer that. But yeah, so 2 icon books. I've got more icon books coming. I got a really beautiful Princeton Moore Submariner #1 that should be in my P.O. box tomorrow. This is what USPS is saying. They've been pretty accurate lately. And a Silver Surfer #1. Then I have Fantastic Four numbers 48, 49, and 50 coming. I know I've got an X-Men 13, and I've got that double cover, Walking Dead #1 double cover, CGC 9.2. Well, I don't pay fees for one. And I was told that once I reached 1,000 sales, that I would, in 10 videos on Whatnot and 1,000 sales completed, which I have over 1,400. I've crushed it. And I have over 10 videos on there, that they would stop holding the money. Nope, they're still holding the money and dry fucking my money. And I have a problem with that. I have a huge problem with that. So, no bueno. But, I'm in dilemma really because I want to. They just said I'm a featured seller on Whatnot. I'm not sure what the featured news seller, which I'm not sure how you figure a news seller since they've only been around for like 1.5 years, 2 years. Whatnot. I'm not even sure they've been around 2 years, probably like 1.5 years. I have no idea. But because I've been selling longer than any of those fucking bozos on Whatnot have. Shit, I was selling comics and collectibles before most of those people's mothers shit them out in this world. I ran in my prestige. Well, you know what? I'll take it as a compliment because I actually do believe that. Whatnot is very immature. It's run by millennials. They manage it like millennials. They do this cancellation thing. I didn't like what you said. We're gonna cancel you. And these trolls, you can get in trouble for blocking too many people or throwing too many people out of your auction. So these trolls get like an all-you-can-abuse buffet to go around and talk shit. You've got to have a Wawa coffee here. Yeah, and they got this fucking woman Melinda that's on there like selling comics with clearly it's her on the cover. There's exclusives with her on the cover, butt naked, legs spread and shit. I'm like, anybody who, and I saw some people bidding like $100, $150, $200, $350, $400 for these books. I'm like, maybe I should start doing it with Susan. We'll have Susan put on exclusive covers, her cartoon version of her butt naked. Who knows? I mean, I certainly won't. I'm not that appetizing. I'm like a 57 Chevy at a car show with a bunch of Mitsubishis. That's funny. You know, you're probably right. Um, maybe like I'm a really classy. I'd like to be a 19 '66 Lincoln Continental with the suicide doors. That's what I'm going to be getting. My gift to myself when I get down to Florida, and I've got several leads down there on this. I'm getting a 1966 Lincoln Continental with suicide doors. It wants a gangsta. But this is my Wawa coffee here, guys. It's anything but peaceful. If at nighttime, if you want to find a fight, just go to a Wawa. I've almost gotten into a couple of fisticuffs at Wawas. So yeah, the little fucking dove there flying. No, that's actually not a dove. That's a loon. Never mind. Oh God, Waffle House bad. I got in a fight at an IHOP out in Oklahoma late at night. It was one of those 24/7s. You've done feed my ego, eh? But it was Waffle House, man. I had the night before, I had come off guard duty and I was still in my uniform and I had my laptop out and I was working on some college work that I was doing on some research. I was working actually on a book that I was helping a professor with. And I'm sitting there with my laptop and I'm still in my uniform. And this one kid, some local fucking goon, this millennial, come by and made a couple of snide remarks to me while I was in uniform. But I kind of let it roll off. I figured, he had maybe, one too many Cool Delicious, and I'm like, okay. And plus I'm in uniform. I ain't trying to get in a fight in uniform. Even if you're in a guard, you're wearing a military uniform, getting in a fight, man, that's not good. Trust me. I used to be law enforcement in the U.S. Air Force. You get in fight in uniform, that is, you get in a fight in your civvies off base, you get some heat, but you get a fight in uniform? Oh, no. But anyways, I come back the next night and son of a bitch, that guy's there. I've been coming to this IHOP and I would just order coffee and eat me some, because I was competing at this point, still. And I would order a big plate of eggs. And a lot of times I'd order just egg whites. Anyways, long story. And turkey sausage, shit like that, protein. And I'd have my coffee. And, and there were some cute girls up there too. I'd, flirt with them and shit. They'd come talk to me. I'd talk to them. Most of the time I was up there just working on my laptop. So this guy was there this next night. I was like, fuck. If something told me, man, I'm going to get in a fight with this guy. Something told me that. I should have just left. Well, I'd get up and go to the restroom. And I heard him say something to me kind of like something. I knew he was talking to me. I kept walking in the bathroom. And he was sitting across the way with these two girls at this booth. I come outside the bathroom and he said to me something that he shouldn't have said. He said, how many of your soldier buddies have died over in Iraq? Now, this is 20 years ago. So the Iraq War is a real thing. And I had people who have known that, died in combat serving our country. Air Force salute to them, okay? To my brothers and sisters. Next thing you know, I levitated toward him. And I mean, I am fucking, I'm ready. I'm coming toward him. And I come toward the table. And he's sitting on the outside of the booth, right? And the two girls, there's one beside him on this side of the booth, and there's one over here. He goes and jumps behind her. Yes, the coward. He was sitting on the outside seat. He jumps on the other side of her. I don't know how fast he was able to do it that fast. And then the next thing you know, that girl looks at me and I don't know how I remember this, but she said, "Hey, aren't you that guy I saw at anger management class?" But she was trying to make a joke to make me line up. At this point, he's then talked about he didn't know who these people were. He didn't know if I had people I served with who died, but he didn't. He's then disrespected the dead who've served in the military. Whether I've served with them or not, I'm ready to make him an example. Next thing you know, I jump up, boom, I'm up on the seat, standing. I'm in my civvies. And I go over her. He's stuck his head down, and I'm whoop, 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 whoop. And he starts screaming for help. And he goes to get under the table, and I grabbed him by his hair under here. Now, this girl has somehow bolted under me and gotten away, from both girls have vacated the table. And I've got him by his hair, and I'm under here going whack, 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 whack. And his head was coming up hitting under the table. Next thing you know, I have like 3 or 4 people pull me back out of the bench thing. And then the next thing you know, I get loose from them. I grab a chair, one of them wooden chairs in the restaurant. It was like when tables are sitting down here kind of in the middle. I grabbed a chair. I remember I took out one of those twirling advertising signs, and I grabbed a chair, and I broke that motherfucker over him. The thing with that, I broke that thing like, and then the next thing you know, I'm getting ready to. I remember I still had a piece of chair in my hand, and this son of a bitch comes behind me, and I'm a pretty big dude. Okay, back then even, I was probably about 215, and I'm talking hard as this desk. And the next thing you know, I feel the force of God come behind me and grab me. And I know when I'm being grabbed by somebody who has skill like jiu-jitsu wrestling, comes behind me, like literally, like, comes behind me, picks me up, and spins me like completely 360 around off my feet. Boom, like it happened fast. Boom, sets me down. I spin around. He looks at me and he said, "Calm down, bro. I'm on your side." And it was the Iranian guy who was the manager at the restaurant. Anyways, I looked at him like this guy was half my size. He's probably a $150, $160. He was taller. He's probably had me by 2 or 3 inches. But somebody who shouldn't have. But my attention's back on is this guy going to try to come around. By this time, I've socked him with the chair. He had hauled ass out of there. He went through the side exit door, set off the alarm over there, hauled ass. Police were called. And I had done some work for some political officials at this point. And the cops knew who I was. They're coming up there because there's a fight. They see me and think, "Oh, well, here's P. How you doing?" I'm like, I'm the person who was in the fight. But quickly, the 2 girls stood up for me, the ones that were sitting in that booth with the guy, and said he started the whole thing. He was saying disrespectful things about the military. And this was the best part. When they were searching the booth for the identification of me he left behind, the dude had a paperback book for Fight Club with a little bar of soap on it that said Fight Club. He was reading the book Fight Club. And I was told the dude, the dude, he ended up getting in trouble. I don't know about it, but he found a Fight Club because he found a Fight Club. From what I understood, like the top of his head was fucking just tattooed, and I popped him here good, and he was swollen, that big knot. And his people at first, I remember hearing that they were like, "We want to file charges," and then like, no, because this guy was on probation. This dude was on probation, so it's kind of like catch-22. You take charges on me for slugging you, And plus, I had two girls that were on my side there, and the manager of that place, the Iranian dude, was on my side. One thing you know about Iranians, you get in a fight with an Iranian, there's a good chance you're going to be getting a fight with somebody who knows how to wrestle. Wrestling is, they consider that the king of sports in Iran. That's like, they worship their wrestlers. And I did not know about that guy having a wrestling. He actually had a considerable wrestling pedigree. Like, he competed, had done some international wrestling. And he had just, like I said, I was about 215. He's about 150, 160 dripping wet, about 2 or 3 inches taller than me. And he had just come up behind me and locked me up. And I knew the way he locked me up, even as I was black with anger at this dude that had said disrespectful things about people who died in the military. When he picked me up and just with control, and then put me on his feet. He did like a 180 and then sat me down, like picked me up in the air, and then sat me down. And I spun around. I was face to face with him. You know, that made me calmed the storm in me a lot, because it was like, whoa, wait a minute. I wasn't used to somebody just grabbing me like that in public, because, you know, I'm a tough customer. But I definitely, that was interesting. So yes, Waffle House is another one you can find a fight. There's a Waffle House down the road from us that half the time you go there, the police are there with lights and have the parking lot shut down. Yeah. Plus, half the time their food is shitty. And the one that's in my childhood hometown, you got the military and you got a local college there, and you go there anytime, especially after like 11 at night. You are signing up. You're signing on dotted line unofficially that you accept the possibilities of getting into a fight or fucked up. But that was one of my fight stories. So guys, this is some heat right here, and we got more heat coming. I'm getting used to this new camera, and this awesome new camera. Awesome. I'm so excited and honored. That's the 4th time that I've had this book right here. Showcase number 22. 4th time I've ever had that issue. And I've sold this many times. It's just a really desirable book. What's special about this one is the grade on it. Just, you don't find them in a 6.5 grade like this. And I believe I'm being light, but it's a 6.5. Definitely with the press, it would be a 6.5. It's got some pressable defects, nothing major. This one here, this one's fully intact. I'd probably call this one here, I'd say it's about a 2.5 grade. It's right around a 2.5 grade total. I call it about a 2.5, Showcase 22. It has a tracing and number 2 pencil with the Green Lantern. Looks like they've taken a light blue marker and went around Green Lantern, Hal Jordan himself. This is the first Silver Age Green Lantern. Staples are attached. Now, like I said before, the person that buys this, I sincerely urge them, don't try to read the goddamn book or manhandle it. You handle these books enough. They're 60, 70, they're 60-year-old books. 70, some are going on 70. You don't take these books and manhandle them. Read the reprints. Read the digital copies. You know, these are expensive books. You know, by any means. I probably appraise this one at $2,500. You know, it's you know, these are awesome books that are, you know, anybody from the poorest collector to the most wealthy collector want to have in their collections. My opinion, and I'm going to have plenty of Marvel going up. My opinion is that DC's keys are even non-keys, just regular run-of-the-mill Justice Leagues, 12 centers, 15 centers, Batman, Detective, 12, 15 centers, Wonder Woman, especially Wonder Woman stuff. You can get it cheap. Aquaman, Silver Age. Get this shit now before it gets crazy. I've got 2 short boxes that I'm working on beside me here. I gotta get. Oh, I gotta get all that. with new bags and boards. I've got another box too over here, so I got to work on that right after this video. But I do feel more at home on YouTube because I can just be. I don't got to worry about, hey, oh my God, I just said the word fuck. Is someone going to report me? You know, I can issue an open challenge to fight me live on video to somebody, and I don't get blocked on here. You know, I can tell somebody to go fuck themselves and their mother, and I don't get shut down on here. Oh God. Nice stuff. I gotta take this one out of the bag anyways. I just grabbed this random. That famous Funnies war cover. You got the dynamite getting ready to detonate it. Detonate the bridge with the tank going across it. I mean, I got, Incredible Hulks in here. World's Finest. Shit right here. World's Finest stuff. Just got some nice early Conan stuff. I got a lot of nice Conan stuff. Just a lot of stuff. Lots of Flash. There you go. I know I've got a 10-cent Flash in there too. Tons of Silver Age Thor. Oh, I know, right? And on the back, I like the back of it because it has an ad for buying a giant monitor bird, parakeets. He'll even give you a free cage with the motherfucker. I got Golden Age. The earliest book this series I have is a 1915. Not Victorian, but it's a Platinum Age. So, a little bit of everything for everyone. And oh God, that Life magazine was like 1940. That was an early one. Where he's fighting Joseph Stalin in there. That was it was like a comic book within the Life magazine. That was a tough one to find. And you got a good price on that. You didn't overpay on that. That book is not easy to find, and most of the time, it was beat the hell up, and a lot of people ripped it out of there. So that's not an easy one to find. But like I said, we got a ton of stuff. I mean, I'm leaning towards selling my bigger stuff like this on here. I'm probably going to do is I'm going to run a show on here where I got a lot of Hulk. And there's a collection that I may be getting out of state that has the entire run of Hulk from number 4 to like 475. Like issue 4, 5, and 6, and then 102 all the way up to like 475, including 180, 181, 182, the giant size Steranko Hulk. So I've got some Tales to Astonish this series. What's up there, Bullet? I got some Tales to Astonish this series. Good to see you, James. Check out James Bullock on Robot Monster Island on his Whatnot channel. Does that include military? I mean, I stayed at a cheap hotel down in Norfolk, and yeah, I've been praying for you. I've been keeping you and Max in prayer. You know, you guys. I'm not a holy roller, but I'm a man of God. I won't apologize for it. You know, been keeping you in prayer. Pray for you and Max that you make a full, speedy recovery, 110%, and you don't get that shit again. Both of these are going to be auctions, but not right now. But I did you can go rerun through. I opened these up. I showed them in painstaking detail. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. I showed these in painstaking details. You know, I showed them both off. I'm calling this one a 2.5, and I'm calling this one a 6.5. Yeah, I just unboxed them. You know, I've got to go and put up. I got a bag and bought a bunch of books here tonight and do pictures. You just want them both, huh? But I'm probably going to be doing. What I'll probably do is run a show on here on YouTube with the bigger stuff. I'm thinking about changing my Sunday show to YouTube. And it might be vice versa. Maybe what I don't sell on Instagram, I sell on YouTube. I doubt that I sell either one of these books on Instagram. I really, really do. I don't see people buying big books on Instagram. It's rare. Unless you start them at a buck and then take it up the ass. Yeah, I meant Whatnot. Actually, I've considered running auctions on. Has anybody ever participated in an Instagram auction? Because like I have almost 3,000 followers on Instagram. I'm thinking, I know that you need StreamYard to do the Instagram, but like you have, okay, how was that on Instagram? Did it suck or was it great? I don't know, but I know that I have a lot of followers on there, and that's an awful waste for me not to do somewhere at Facebook Live. I've not done a Facebook Live show in over 2 years, so I don't know. Every once in a while, I still get some alerts for a few people on Facebook Live, like Eric Von Tursch and a few of the OGs from when I first started. He predates me, actually. He's probably like number 2 or 3 person to do a live shows on Facebook. That sucks. Yeah, that would piss me off on Instagram. That where it goes over the chat box goes over the picture. That would suck. Because I like to present, you know. I mean, presentation is everything. But I've got a lot of great books coming up, and I'm probably going to do. I'm thinking I'm going to run like 2 days in a row, like run live Sunday and then run live Monday, and I'm probably going to unload a lot of the cheaper stuff on Whatnot on Sunday and go live on here, YouTube, my home. I feel more at home here. I really do. By the way, Bullock and Montalti and a few others, this is a new camera. Notice that it's not foggy. New camera. It's a new camera and all, you know. But you know, we we're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be doing I'm pretty confident I'm gonna be doing a YouTube. Hey Susan,
Yeah.
she's over there. Susan's sleeping right now, guys. I got a question for you. What do you think? Like maybe I run on Whatnot on Sunday, right? And then do YouTube on Monday.
Yeah.
You know, whatever I don't sell on Whatnot, I sell on YouTube. And more than likely, the big books aren't going to sell on Whatnot.
No.
Because I'm just going to ask what I want on the books on Whatnot. I mean, and who knows? Maybe you buy them on Whatnot. I mean, but I don't put a price on them, and there'll be competitive prices. This one's already listed. Both of these books are listed on Whatnot already. Both of these books are listed on, like, I've got them as listed as auction. Like, you could do pre-come on them, but more than likely I'm gonna list them as buy it nows on Whatnot. I mean, but I do it Tuesday. Then Dinger says he can't do it Tuesday. He's only available Monday. And then Bullock says, I'm running a show on Tuesday. Why don't you do it Monday? And everybody's like that. I mean, and you know, I've been through that one before. Don't do a show this day. I'm working this day, or I'm running a show this day. I might give myself a day rest. Maybe I give myself a day rest. I need the money from fucking. I ain't gonna lie to you, guys. I fucking you know, I just did a visit with my daughter that, you know, I traveled 3 states away. I spent some money doing that, which I don't regret. You know, love my daughter, but I had to travel. You know, love her dearly, love my daughter, but I had to travel 3 states away, which meant I ended up getting a rental car, hotel, you know, the whole 9 yards, you know. So, you know, but boots cost money. But she worth it. But yeah, we like I said, it's kind of like a crossroads for me, because what I don't like on Whatnot is you have a lot of your sellers that have 3,000 or 5,000 followers are people who have favoritism from Whatnot. They, you know, there's somebody who has a contact with Whatnot and get favoritism on not getting throttled, not being hidden in the feed, I guess having their feed hidden. I, you know, I think they're probably throttling me. You know, I get reported by one person, and I noticed that I got reported by one person on Whatnot. One person reports me, and now I went from averaging like 150 new followers per show, like the first like 3 shows, to, and my viewers were like one. I mean, for a new person, my first show, I at one point I got over 75 viewers at the same time for my first show, and now it's like between 15 to 30 viewers. If I get over 40, it's because of bots, but it's a lot of bots on there. And but I know that a lot of the sellers on Whatnot that have like the really big following, some of them have like 10,000 plus followers. They're definitely, you know, have an insider with Whatnot. And you know, they started Whatnot when it was hot, you know, and there wasn't as many sellers. So they got all this followers quick. Now it's so many sellers on there. It's totally out of control. And I came in at the wrong time. I should have joined Whatnot a year and a half ago when it was a new frontier, because I don't think there's a chance that I'll ever on Whatnot be able to get more than 2,000 followers on there. And no one shares my videos. I mean, so it's like on Facebook back in the day, I had incentives for people sharing my videos, and I really can't do that on Whatnot, giving them incentives for sharing my video. And it's not really an official way of really sharing my video. And like Facebook, you know, I could see who shared Yeah, you know, but here's the thing: the economy's changed. I bring out the dice. I mean, here. Here's a problem with that, with the dice thing here. You know, if I'm making this up, I've given this book away on Facebook Live with the dice roll. Um, I now I can't afford to do a $500. You know, I can't afford to do a PlayStation 5 or you know, Xbox X or I can't afford to give that stuff away. I'm not making enough money. I'm not making enough money. I'm not making the profit margins. A lot of people are leaving as sellers because a lot of you guys ain't supporting them. I mean, you know, I'd be mean. It's just, it is what it is. It's just, you'll go spend too much money at Taco Bell or Waffle House or buy $100 T-shirt, but you're scared of buying comic because of the economy. And I'm like, that's a crock of shit. And I appreciate it. It doesn't seem, and I do appreciate it. Doesn't seem like it helps. I think Whatnot is intentionally throttling me, and I don't think they want me on Whatnot. I think like the powers that be are like, fuck him. We don't want him here. He's white trash. We don't want him. So, you know, they did that stupid spotlight on me, but they only posted it on Instagram. And, you know, who saw that? 50 people? Ooh, you know? No, I mean, I think there's like only like about a half a dozen comments on that post about where I'm a featured seller. And they've got another dude's picture before you scroll to mine. It's got one dude's like story, and you have to go to mine. I'm like the third little thing. I'm the third and fourth thing in that spotlight thing. I haven't gained any more followers, or I haven't had any more bookmarks since I actually went down by one follower since that spotlight thing. So my thing is, if they were really wanting to spotlight me, why am I not going to be? Why is my auction not featured at the top of their thing? If I'm being a spotlight featured seller, they should promote more. Why aren't they posting that story on not Instagram? They should have that featured on Whatnot itself, not on Instagram. They're posting that on a secondary. They're posting that on another social networking platform that's not even theirs. They should, if they're going to promote me and other sellers and be spotlighted, you know, highlighted, then they should do that on Whatnot, so the Whatnot crowd sees it. Because a lot of us are leaving. A lot of us are leaving Whatnot because of the unfairness. You got people who are being favored and given thousands and thousands of dollars. Whatnot will give their handpicked influencers like thousands of dollars worth of free shit to give away. They get like free clothes, free sneakers, like free comic books, free all this shit. That's where that Do You Poo stuff comes from. These people who are selling the Do You Poo don't have a dime in it. They're being given that stuff to sell. They're giving like boatloads of that shit. And geez, how do you compete against that? They just got something for free to sell. I sure wish that would happen. Me, I'll probably get a notice on my door. Hey, you suck. You owe Whatnot $20,000. You know, that's me. I'm the guy that comes down with the fucking zigzag disease. It'll be like, oh, Pete, you got zigzag disease. Well, what the fuck's that? I don't even know who that. What is Towson Dow? I don't even know who that is. That's a millennial that's got a fucking page. Is this some jellyfish? Was what? I don't know what this is. Is Towson Dow some like new super character? Is it a super villain in Batman or something like? A Towson Dow. I know Dow, the chemical company that makes pesticides and shit and makes bathroom scrubbing bubbles. There ain't no telling who you're talking about or what it is. Maybe that's a new creature that fights Bigfoot and Godzilla and one of the damn Japanese creature features or something. So I can talk freely on here like this on Whatnot. They're ready to freaking they're ready to fucking to totally obliterate you, like the Thanos. You click their finger, make your profile disappear, and ban you, cancel you, just because you said something that was hurtful to them or to others. Thanks, Stockton. You're right. It is. Oh, $1,000. Okay, got you. $1,000. Okay, dude, it's late. I'm tired. $1,000. That's what James Bullock's talking about. I told a story about this old man that come from our local area around here in the antique auction business, and his name was Durwood Michael, and he would. I was talking about some high grade peace dollar I had that was worth, big money. And he asked me, this guy Dirt, and he talked with this back left. He said, I'm Deadwood. And he goes, how much is that coin worth, Pity? And I go, it's worth over $1,000. He goes, $1,000? It went at the antique mall where we were talking at. It went viral there, and then in the antique auction community, I guess around Central Virginia, every once in a while I'd have somebody go look at me and go, $1,000, or if someone saw Durwood, they'd say it to him. So it was kind of a funny thing. You're right about that. That's probably what I'm going to be doing is selling filler stuff, and doing it like that, because I'm just not. Here's the thing. I don't believe that Whatnot. If I'm making this up, if I sell this for $2,000 or $2,500, that's about 2.5 here or Showcase 22. I don't believe Whatnot deserves 15% of that, and that's about what they charge after they clock you for insertion fees and all this other shit. Their percentage, it ends up being like 15%. And now they're not releasing everybody's money like the new sellers, like they were before. Like me, I have over 1,400 complete sold items, and over 10 shows, and they're still butt fucking my money and holding it. So I have a problem with someone holding like $10,000 or more of my money, $10,000 of my money, and I'm like, nah, no bueno right there. It's enough to hurt my damn feelings. But it does feel good to be on here where, I can threaten to kick someone's ass. You'll bid. I thought so too, but I had a flight sergeant in the military told me when I first came in. He asked me a question. And I said, I think, and he goes, "Think can get you killed, troop." And he's right. So I thought too. What, James? Are you going to bid 2,500 on it? I'll start it at 2,500 if you want to bid on it right now. On that Green Lantern, that Showcase 22. I mean, if you went back and rewound and saw what I showed it off, and saw everything I said, then solid book. You throw up $2,500, I'll fucking put it up right now. Shit, I'll let my balls drop. I'll sell a book anytime, any place. If someone told me right now that they had 100,000 books for sale, it's a 2.5. Why don't you go rewind? You can rewind on this. Why don't you rewind and look when I actually opened it up because I'm not going to open it up again. I'm not going to manhandle this book. It's, I took it out once and showed it front and back and center. They traced over the name Green Lantern. It looks like a number 2 pencil. And they traced around Hal Jordan, which looked like kind of like a light blue pen, and that yellow little jet coming at him. It's a 2.5. The staples are attached. It's a complete book. There's no cutouts in it. It's got an acetate backboard on the back, but not acetate gate. Just keep in mind that you do have people like Sapardo and Dinger watching, so they may challenge you on this. You're not alone on here. And maybe Stockton Elite does, who knows. But if you rewind on here, you'll see that they traced over Hal Jordan around his hand there and biceps and stuff. And they traced around that little jet. And I believe in Green Lantern there, they traced around in number 2 pencil there. Other than that, it's complete, and the back's problem-free. Hey, if someone comes out the gate bidding $2,500, hey, I'll fucking do it. Why not? Start me. I'll tell you what. Start me at $2,250. Right. Start me at $2,250. I just took it back $250. Start me at $2,250. Go right ahead. Fuck, I ain't afraid. That's like a solid 6.5. That's a 2.5. I've shown both these books off earlier. Like I said, I'm not going to keep taking them out and opening them up and handling them. That's a mistake that a lot of you rookies make, is you fucking be handling and dry fucking books, and then you're wondering why, oh my God, the staple came loose. And when it's a fucking 55, 60, 70, 80-year-old book. If I take this fucking 80-year-old plus famous funnies and start manhandling it from 1940 something, then fuck, you end up fucking destroying it. Read a reprint. They make reprints of that shit. They got digital copies of that shit. Where you at, Bullet? Dingers Aparto. Want to let your balls drop a little bit? Silver spoon. It's an Alaskan totem pole spoon. It's from like around 1900, 1910s. It's got like a totem pole design. Sterling silver. Oh, fuck. Let me see. Man, I got a lot of people wanting that one, actually. This one here is also about a 6.5 copy. I started at $3, and it's worth more than that all day long. I started Bizarro 3, and it's worth every penny of it. That's the first adult Bizarro appearance. It's I wouldn't have to add an adult. It's Bizarro because the Bizarro that appears as Superboy is a boy Bizarro. That's the adult Bizarro that you see, in all this main Superman comics where Superman and Bizarro are throwing down. And it's the first adult Bizarro. And it's the first time Bizarro and Superman, Clark Kent, butt heads. You bid $2,100 right now. I think we've met you. I think you've met you here. 2,100. Meet me. Otherwise, it'd be worth. We use it as a promotional piece. And I'll still sell it between now and Instagram and 21 bid. I got a bid, Susan, right now. Ring a ding ding. What do you know? Merry fucking Christmas. I'm ringing the bell again. Fight! We're at 2,100. All right, 2,100. 2,100 on this beautiful 2.5 showcase number 22 Green Lantern. I got 21, negative 21, negative 22, 22. It's $25 bid increments on this one. So it's 21, 25, 21, 50. It's $25 bid increments, guys. Okay. So it goes up in multiples of 25. It goes up in quarters, like 21, 25, 21, 25, 21, 25, 21, 25, 21, 25. Yeah, likewise. Missed you as well. There you go. 21, 25, 21, 25, 21, 25, 21, 25. Guys, this is a gorgeous book. Drop your cocks and grab your socks. Set your sights high on this showcase 22. First Silver Age Green Lantern. Yeah. It looks like number 2 tracing around Green Lantern. And it looks like somebody took a light ballpoint pen and went around Hal Jordan's hands and body and all. Other than that, there's no other problem with the book. Yeah. You were talking about COVID earlier, man. Like I said, I'm keeping you guys in prayer. 21, 21, 20, 25, 21, 25, 21, 25. Beautiful book. Showcase 22, First Silver Age Green Lantern. Sir Silver Age Green Lantern. Boom. Hey, I'm type person. If somebody's ready to step up, I'll put up. Comes in a top loader. The reason you see the back of this, it's an acetate backboard in the back. Love that. That's an acetate backboard. Complete, fully attached. It's a 2.5. And yeah, when I say it's attached, a 2.5 doesn't mean the sounds are going to be as tight as a 5.0 or a 4.0 or a 6 or a 7 or a 9.8, okay? It's a 2.5, for a reason, meaning don't be going, boom, oh my boy, showcase 22. You if you want to read the book, go get a goddamn facsimile copy, go get a digital copy and read the motherfucker. But don't be manhandling this. You do a careful review of it, to check for any kind of hickeys or anything, or anything that could be a discrepancy. And then you have it cleaned and pressed by the best person you can find, and then you submit the motherfucker. Yeah, I've understood that's pretty bad, the COVID, when people get that, We're at $2,100, guys. The next high bid will be $2,125. It's $25 bid increments. Where you at, Dinger? Let your balls drop. You got enough pizza sales. What's up, grocery man? What's up there, Zippy Zapardo? Where you at, Bartolo Montalti? Bartolo Cologne Montalti? Yep. I have to change my little video icon on Whatnot because I have that there, but I got plenty of other good books. I mean, I've got plenty of material to work with. And I'm getting, James, I'm talking to a local guy. The picture I sent you and Max, and then Max was interested of the Golden Age Ghost Riders. It's about that one is it's a Joe Paloka, like where he's on a submarine, the boxer, and he's uppercutting these Nazis, and the submarine has a giant swastika on it. But it's that and like it's that book and like 7 other Golden Age Ghost Riders and then maybe some other books too. But I'm looking at picking up for the show. So that I'm pretty excited about that. You don't see this book come around too often. I mean, I wasn't planning on selling anything tonight. This shit happens. And if somebody's interested in bidding on this, I'm going to save Batgirl for my show, okay? I'm going to save Batgirl for my show to be fair to people. But it's a part of, if you were asking about that, that's like a 6.5 copy of the first adult Bizarro. I'd put that up for $300 start. Okay, well let's take care of this first. No, I've got some really nice DC stuff. I've got some nice Aquaman. Then I've got like number 3, number 5, like Silver Age Aquaman, like 8, 9, like 10, 11, and I think I've got a first Black Manta. I've got a lot of nice World's Finest that are 10 centers. Now we're gonna put this one up. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a last and final call. When I say that, I mean that. You know, like in the fight business, if you hear this sound, you know it's time to get your shit together, because that means that round's about to come to an end. When you hear it's the last 10 seconds, you hear. Yeah, that meant you got 10 seconds and anything could happen. I've got a bunch of 10 centers. It must be like a half dozen or more of them. And some nice early 12 centers. Some crazy covers and stuff too, like the way I like it, like that. It's a bunch of them, man. It's a bunch of them. Like I said, that's, you know, one of my favorite ones I picked up here. I got a couple, like I said, I showed you earlier. Like this Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's DC Comics 1950. That's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer number 1. You know, and that's probably somewhere like a 4.0 copy. This Unknown Worlds number 10. Beautiful high-grade copy. It has an acetate backboard on the back. And it's a Civil War cover. It's got a Confederate soldier get ready to jab the Union soldier with a bayonet. It's a 10 center, and it's got a ghost trying to stop the rebel soldier from jabbing the Union soldier. It's just little ones. I've got way more than this, just showing this Blue Beetle. That's Blue Beetle. It's volume 2, number 1, 1964. But it's Charlton Blue Beetle, number 1, 1964. And first Silver Age Origin. I like where he's fighting the big living mummy on here. I got a bunch of that stuff. Oh, yeah. You did get that one from me. Hey, you know, it makes me feel good. You know, people think maybe I'm salty and I have to sell these keys. Dude, I feel good. I feel good when I'm, you know, completing people's collection. I just had a nice fucking UFO book come to me. It's at the house, you know, I'm worshiping right now, but it is nothing that anybody else would find special, really. It's a Twilight Zone number 18 gold key from like 1966, and it's a really nice looking grade. It's probably like a VF grade. Very few people use the VGVF mint grades anymore. They call them just points, and I do points because the millennials don't really understand the actual real grades on books. But I've been looking for that book for a long time because it was a short printed one. And bam, sure enough, my man over at Bender's Books over in Hampton had it. And I come to the store. He said, I've got a UFO comic for it. I thought, well, I'll buy doubles and triples of my UFO comics. So, okay. And I saw he flipped the book around at me and showed me. I was like, oh my God, dude. I said, what? I go, what do you want me to do? Buy a steak dinner? Shit. You need me to wash your car? Shit. I was happy to get that book. That's what collecting's about. You know, not buying every single thing off eBay, finding things in the rough, getting it from other collectors, getting it from LCSs, you know, going to a show and going around rummaging through boxes and you find the book you've been looking for. I've got books like that sitting right behind me under the table behind me. All right. Last and final call. You know, either your balls have dropped or they haven't, but the price on this hasn't because James Bullock, Mr. Robot Monster Island himself at $2,100. Showcase 22, first Silver Age Green Lantern Hal Jordan is at $2,100. Susan, you know we got a live bid on that?
Hmm?
We have a live bid on this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but Robo James.
Oh, hell yeah.
Beautiful book. No apologies. It's a 2.5. And good clean book. Giant flying plastic jet. Now only $1. I'm sure that jet didn't get you too far. Probably crashed in Everglades or something.
Hmm.
Beautiful book. I'm putting the top loader. I'm going to count it down. I do a 15-second countdown. I'll tell you what I'll do. If somebody bids $2,200 on this, I'll call it. And I'll only do a countdown. Somebody bid $2,200 on this. I won't even do a countdown. It's in jeopardy. Okay, Bullet got it.
Nice.
22. And replaced it. Done. Ring or ding ding.
Yeah.
JR. JR. Fight. Dude, I've got some nice World's Finest though. So, yep, you are down for that book at 2,200 rubles.
Rubles.
Mm-hmm.
No fun word.
It is a fun word. I only know that word because of Russian call girls.
What?
Kidding with you. Boom. Congratulations. One in the books. Hey, hon.
Yes.
Come off the side of here and process this for me.
Okey doke.
You know what happens when you do a fucking preview video? You end up selling a book for $2,200, and another one here has a $300 start on it.
Okay. Why not?
You know, why not? Why not? What not?
Look, when you got an opportunity.
First of all, if I can sell on here tax and not get taxed by whatnot, there's your first sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
150%.
Damn Skippy. Beautiful book here. No apologies at all. That is the first appearance of the adult Bizarro, the main Bizarro. And it's the first time that Clark Kent Superman, grown Superman, fights Bizarro. Major key. You know what it does, doesn't it? We'll see. That's a key. It needs a little press. Very pressable, you know. Not, you know, you don't really see, you know, a lot of color breaks or anything in it. I'm probably undergrading it. A lot of people would call this a 7, but I just want to say a 6.5 just to be safe. At a $300 start, it could be anybody's book. But I overgrade and underdeliver. My new camera is awesome. It's got great gloss to this book.
I'm in love with the new camera.
Are you seeing it from your phone or something?
No, I came over there and I saw it.
Oh, okay. Clean inside. The pages are bright. Very clean pages here. Look at that. The only problem with this book is you don't have it. Clean. Nice book. I like the palm trees they're on the island. Superman's supposed to be having a good time in the sand, and otherwise he's in fucked in the ass mode. Bizarre's probably weakening him so he could take him doggy there. Put 6 up too. Nice book. I got Peter Zapardo in at $300. It's $5 bid increments. The bidding's at $5 bid increments. That is a gorgeous motherfucker. It's Action Comics number 254. It's Action Comics issue 254. And no apologies on this one. Just a gorgeous book. I got 305 from Bullock. I got 305 from Bullock. I got 320 to Zapardo. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is about a total market value is about a $600 value on this book raw. If you don't believe it, go do your price check-ins. He Bullock said at first it looks like Zapardo's book until he started looking it up and it's like, oh fuck. Pete started that thing fucking low. It's like, yeah, I started it low. It's fucking it's a fucking amazing book, you know. No, it's a massive. This is a fucking amazing book. It's a fucking gorgeous book. Well, James knows that this book is worth probably about at least 600 raw. This is one you'd want to get graded. Look at the colors pop. I mean, a lot of people would call this a 7.0. Okay. I'm just going to hold fast and say 6.5 just to be safe. I got Zapardo at $330. 330, 330. I'm going to ring the fight pill again. I'm warning you, Susan. 330. Better than that. Fight, fight, fight! That's good. 335 from Bullet. He said, not so fast. I was almost going to use my page turner tonight. This is actually a Sioux Indian made this one. It's actually, these would be used to open, like turn pages in a book. But it's circa about 1870s, 1880s. Hand painted by a Sioux Indian up in South Dakota. Very ornate. Pretty cool. That's actually hand carved, hand painted. I mean, the details are very intricate. That's even got painted feather up here. You can see where it was used as a page turner, like it was. No, but that's what that is. Neat, real wooden one. You ought to see people pay for page turners. I've seen page turners bring $1,000. I got $335 to Bullet, $340 to Zapardo, $350 to Bullet, $350 go, $355, $350 go, $355. I got $350 go, $350 go, $355 go, $355. Where you at there? Where you at there, Dinger? Where you up there, Sloppy Pizza Dinger? $350 go, $355, $350 go, $355, $350 go, $355, $350 go, $355. Better than that. $350 go, $355. Hell, take it to $1,000. Tell you what, first person that bids 400 on this takes it home. 400 bid. 400 bid. 400 bid. Just takes it. I don't even do a countdown. Bullet did it the last time. This book's worth more than that. That's about a $600 book easily. $350 go, $355, $350 go, $355, $355. Or you can risk getting sniped when I do the 15-second countdown. Because when that's done, it's done. And somebody can still do it. I mean, Dinger could come in and bid 400. And then that shuts it down. You bid 400 and you beat everybody to the front of the line. And you send their asses home packing, warming up the bus. We used to chant that when, the fans would chant that at the football games when we'd win, and they'd be chanting, warm up the bus, warm up the bus, warm up the bus, warm up the bus. Anyways, $350 go, $355, 15-second countdown now. Last chance, bid 400, you just take the book. Gorgeous book. First, that's the first Silver Age, that's the first Silver Age adult Bizarro, and it's the first time Superman Clark Kent fights Bizarro. First time they meet. Action Comics number 254. All right, here it goes, guys. 15-second countdown. Good luck. Anybody can win. Drop your cots. Grab your sock. I got Zapardo at 355. 355, 355, 355, 355, 360, 355. Hey, let me tell you something. Somebody can say they're out of the game and totally not be out the game. What? Damn. He took it. Man, you messed up. You messed up. He did it. Bullock ain't playing. Now, this is I've only had this book 3 different times. It's a short printed book. Hey, he's the Dave Hester of the auctions, man. Who knows? Bam. See, a lot of people are like, where are you pulling sticker? I put little notes in the back. That's to remind myself when I'm going through, and I sell sometimes as much as 4,000, 5,000, and even as much as 10,000 books in an entire series. I'm not going to remember every single thing about a book. And so what I'm doing is they're my cue cards. Like you guys see the front, I'm reading the cue card on the back. So a lot of times when you see me over here peeling a sticker off, I'm done with that cue card, or it'll be a price. I got a price gun here, and I'll price gun the back. And what I do is it's like a price that I know I need to start it at. Like I can't go nowhere lower than that kind of thing. That's being smart. You need to know. I learned doing cue cards and having price starts in the back of things from one of the best auctioneers probably in the last 40 years, like real auctions. I'm talking about like auction hall. You know, he had the largest auction on the East Coast at one point, but he's retired now. But yeah, I mean, anyways, nonetheless, I'm going to, I'm saving Batgirl because, I'm not going to just sell all the DC keys tonight and just, go through them. So this one is, the good news, Zapardo, is there's going to be a lot of, there'll be a lot of DCs, a lot of DCs, a lot of nice World's Finest, a lot of Aquaman, different ones and different actions, and just a mixture. I like Remy, yeah, but yeah, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be doing. I've kind of made my mind up tonight that I'm going to do a Sunday show and whatnot, and I'm probably going to run. I'm thinking I'm going to run Tuesday. I'm going to run Tuesday on YouTube. I think that'd be a good night to do that. Let me look at my calendar and make sure I'm not fucking myself good here. My phone is restarted. It did some kind of new program thing on here. No? Not be perfect timing. Not be perfect timing. But we'll be getting started. Like I said, congratulations, Bullet. You took 2 big books. Not this one. That one's going to be... People have been beating up on my phone here. I know I have a lot of... I'll be in trouble. I will be in trouble with one person about the Showcase 22. Because, yep, I've got one person already who's going to be pissed at me about the Showcase 22. But look, I can't turn down an opportunity like that, because you know what? Here's what I tell people all the time. You don't know. You don't know. No, I'm not going to run her because I want to be fair to everybody. I can't, I don't want to run the back row right now. I will. I want to save her. I don't want to do that to all my customers like that. So, because tonight wasn't something scheduled, and I'll have some people. I'm already in trouble with at least one person over that Showcase 22. But here's a scoop. I got $2,200 for it. And maybe they would have went 25. Maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe they probably wouldn't have shown up on the night that I auctioned it. But you take money when it's there. You don't lift the gift horse in the face. I got that in the Blockbuster Mega Amazing Spider-Man 1 cash and book trade. Boy, my phone is. You heard it. This thing is singing to me. I tell you what, there are women all over goddamn Instagram. It's like Insta ass. Goddamn spam. Yeah, if I ran right now, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna have to. I want to owe someone a solid for selling that. But the thing is, like I said, you were right here, right now, and maybe I would have got 2,100, and maybe I would have ended up selling it for 3,000. No, not this one, but the Showcase. Susan's already got it put away over here. But my goal was to get at least 2,000 for it, and I've got 2,200 for it. This right here, you know. So, you know, toot. Just chug the rest of this coffee here. Woo! Well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. You both, you got that one. This is gonna be in my upcoming auction. I've got a bunch of other nice books. I got FF number, got Fantastic Four number 48, 49, and 50. Yeah, nice, eh? And I've got I know I've got a nice like X-Men 13, and I've got a Silver Surfer number 1, and I got a gorgeous Princeton Moore Submariner number 1, and I know I've got a double cover. It's a Walking Dead number 1 double cover, CGC 9.2. That might be the only double cover on Census. I got to research that. And working on a deal for a bunch of nice Golden Age Ghost Riders, like the Golden Age ones, like from the 1940s, like some, and most of them are horror covers. Some of you guys have seen it. I sent picture previews of it, and I know I've got one classic Nazi cover where it's Joe Palooka he's like on a submarine, and he's not uppercutting the Nazi. He's falling over, and there's another Nazi knocked out below, and there's a big swastika on the submarine thing. I'm working on those. But yeah, anyways, guys, love you all. U.S. Air Force salute, and we're gonna bring keeping the shows on YouTube and whatnot. I neglected YouTube, and I sincerely apologize to guys, but I needed to kind of you kind of forget a good thing when you're away from it. And so that's what happened, I think, with YouTube, is I realized that it's a great place for me to vent, because I can tell somebody how to go practice fucking off and in what fashion without being reported. I mean, well, they can report me, but YouTube's going to go, oh, whatever. I mean, you got Logan Paul and Jake Paul on here doing open challenges to people and telling them to fuck off, and they'll, catch them in their driveways and everything else. So, it's that kind of thing. But I have a lot of great shit coming up. So you guys be prepared to get your fighting gloves on, and keep on bringing the funk to my show. We're gonna have a great 2023, and I pray to God that that's down on who? On Barf? Oh, that's a 6.5 easily. That's a 6.5 easily. These were about the same grade. If you go rewind, I did a full preview with this one too. I almost went page per page per page on this one. She's fucking gorgeous. And with the press, it might go to a 7, but I'm saying 6.5. I'll never say it's a 7 because it'll press to that. No. It's a 6.5 right now. That's what it is. With the press, could go up. I'll never guarantee that. Anybody who does that either doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, or they're mentally ill, or they're unethical. And I'm usually going for the third one. So I would never say a book's a 9.8 that's raw, and never say that a book that hasn't been pressed is that grade. It could press to a 7, possibly. No guarantee. It's a 6.5. It's a gorgeous fucking book. And I'm blessed to have that to sell. And, you see, I think you guys see a little bit different Pete here. I've been going through a lot here, a lot of thinking time. But we're coming up with some strategies. My UFO, paranormal, Bigfoot, ETs, and UFOs, ghost, all that other shit, remote viewing, psychic stuff, Everything Cryptids, Mothman. No, no, I'm not going to do it because it wouldn't be fair. You'll get a chance when I put it up. You're going to get a chance. I mean, more than likely, this will get sold on YouTube. I may put it in my buy it now bin on Whatnot. So, um, I'll probably, might do that. I think it'd be more fair to go auction. There's enough people who are ready to, you know, duke it out over it that I'll do it as an auction. I think it would be an injustice to sell that as a buy it now. I'd rather see you guys fight it out in a classic fight over it. Um, so this video I think is gonna kind of light the fire with, I'm gonna start promoting the YouTube show. Give you a praise. You must be feeling good right now. Right now I'm not going to. I really don't want. I really don't want. I'm in trouble. I just realized I wasn't thinking about it. I got caught up in a moment. I'm in trouble for selling that Showcase 22. I'm gonna have to go out and find a Showcase 22 for my brother. He's gonna kick my fucking ass. I'm gonna have to face him tonight because I know I'm gonna be stopping by his shop, and he's gonna probably want to like twist my fucking ears off. I'm in no. I got in I'm in trouble because of you right now, Bullet. My brother going to probably like, I was already bad enough, man. He'll call it far as shove it. You're like, you did what? I'm like, fuck. The good news is I'm working on, maybe I can make this up with them. There's a chance that I'm getting a first Mr. Freeze, and he wants that book kind of bad. I'm getting another one with the original cover. The last one I had was a real book. It was the inside pages, but with the facsimile cover. The one I'm looking at now is a really nice copy, and it's I may be getting that one for the first the first Mr. Freeze appearance. Back then he was called Mr. Zero. But then again, everybody going, hey, you got first Mr. Freeze? First Mr. Freezesaurus, like, God, bring it. But 2023 is going to be the year that I launch my UFO paranormal talk show. It's going to be the year that I'm moving to Florida. Yeah, I kept saying that, dude. Guys, I was supposed to have moved to Florida a long time ago, but because of that accident that I was in and head-on collision, like 3 years ago, almost to this date, not quite. December 19th, 2019. That's kind of ironic, 19 and 19. Boom, right now, one for Christmas. Head-on collision, almost died. Other driver died. I don't want to go into that. And God rest her soul. And, I was supposed to move to Florida, but things happen for a reason. I really believe that. I had already had a moving company ready to move me to Florida when my whole life changed. I got into the van that day on December 19th at around 3:00. And remember I had my then girlfriend at that time on audio on the phone, hands free. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now in the Batgirl. It's a nice book, but I know where a good starting point is now. But I ended up my life changed. 15 minutes later, after I got in that van, I'm driving down the road. I had no idea. All I got to tell you is the hydroplaning is not a joke. People. I said now, Susan will tell you, I get so fucking mad when I see people speeding in the rain. That day I wasn't speeding. I was going 500 the speed limit. I was only going 40 miles an hour. I was going 40 and a 45. I was going 40 and a 45 when the unthinkable happened. So you can hydroplane. And the thing is, people get in this mindset that they're driving a big rig, or they're driving a truck, or they're driving a utility van, or a Bronco, or some big vehicle, big one. I've got a big, heavy vehicle, so I'm not going to wipe out. Wrong. The heavier your vehicle, the bigger the vehicle, the heavier one, the more likely you're going to hydroplane. And I had just put on a brand new set of 4 Hankook tires in that van that I spent a lot of money on, like around 1,500 bills. So you can have the best tires in the world, you know, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Senior and Richard Petty and Jeff Gordon and all the NASCAR guys can come and give them their blessing, and it doesn't matter. Those tires can hydroplane just as much as the next one. But all I got to tell you is just in the rain, in the snow, drive safe out there. Drive safe always, but in the rain and snow, people don't know. But I was supposed to be in Florida several years ago, but you know what? Shit happens. I'm not there, but I will be there. It's not my will to be. It's not God's will for me to be in Virginia. I'm not happy here. God does not want me to be where I'm not happy. I'm burnt out here. I see an opportunity in Florida. When I go to Florida, therefore I will be doing a UFO, paranormal, like cryptids, aliens, ghosts as well, like talk show. It's going to be different. It's not going to be me at a desk here. It's going to be like a couch, maybe a desk, but it's going to be kind of Tonight Show looking, and coffee table, that kind of thing, chairs. But it's going to be where I bring in real guests and they come on and we do, question, answer, and, bullshit, talk about stories, and then, have people who are online, like here. It'll be on YouTube, and they'll be able to ask questions to the people on there. That's the kind of thing. I might throw some people's asses over the rope to get disrespectful, I can't do that on fucking whatnot, on buttnot, forget me not. You can't throw somebody a top rope. I can't be like Jim Jackson. I'm making this up. Jim Jackson, you little dick jellyfish motherfucker. You over the top ropes. And then ring my fight bell and go crazy and rip up book. On there, man. They'll penalize you for everything, man. I learned that quick. Didn't take me, but I learned quick. But hey, it's all good. James, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everybody, all 6 of your eyeballs that are staring at my tits right now. And flex down, everybody. We will be back as strong as ever in 2023. Early Merry Christmas, everybody. I say Merry Christmas, then, I'll say Happy Hanukkah and everything else. So, hey, I'm that guy. Oh, I can roll with it. All right. You guys take care. Be good. Much love. And we will be back.